Hello everybody, good afternoon. This is back at TB's cabin. Just a moment, I'll be right back. I gotta shut off that other video. Just hang tight. Just having a little trouble figuring out how I can organize them videos. I'm new at YouTube and it's really been a problem on remembering which ones I've shown and which ones I haven't shown. So you might not have got the full benefit of some of my videos on how to do things that would give you an edge. Like building these knives, I'm hoping that we get all this here uploaded so that someone who doesn't know how would have a chance to try their luck at it. And if you fail, don't feel bad. At least you tried. Don't never feel bad about failure. Just look at it this way. Look, you can't fail if you don't try. That's my thought on it anyway. Just like these knife handles, I had a lot of problem with them last night. I didn't have regular cut wood. This is split wood that you split out of a log, off of a tree branch. This is actually a cedar tree branch. Now this set here, I might be able to make work. And I may put them on my wide blade knife. They're too wide for my Tonto Stricker, so on the survival knife I think they would fit okay. I'm going to try using for the knife guard a piece of 1¼ PVC. You smash it, you heat and flatten that out. On here, you cut off a piece, however thick I need from here to here. I imagine about 1/4 inch round, and then I'll heat and flatten that with a 2x4 and a clamp, and then I'll slide it over the handle here to fit this, or I may just go ahead and put it on the steel. It won't hurt to flatten it right on there to fit. Then what I will do is I will put this here right up again at the handles. I have to work these handles down a bunch, but that PVC will help give you something to keep your hand from slipping through and cutting your hand off. Because the last thing you'd want to do is cut your own blamed hand. Some people, I can hold it pretty tight and I got a good grip, so I don't worry about it too much. But it is something that could even happen to me. I've cut my hands 1,000 times. I've had stab wounds. I'll not get into how that happened, but I pulled the blades back out and gave them back to them. But anyhow, that's another subject. But nevertheless, I was very young and foolish. But these blades are very dangerous, so be careful with them. They could cut you. Any kind of knife will cut you. Don't even the cheap tin kind that you get at the dollar store could injure you. So just be careful with that stuff. That's not a toy. Knives are made for cutting. That's what they're made for. This knife here is made for cutting, chopping. In some cases, the military has taught their boys to what they're looking for in training certain operations. This kind of deal is to cut through bone and flesh and come through your face right down your chest like this, boom, pushing the weight up. But I'll not get into that because we don't want to. I'm not promoting military tactics or anything like that. But them wide blades will cut you all the way to the bone. They'll lay you open. They're looking for your backbone there when you're in war. But we're not in war. We're in civilian life. And I try not to teach too much of that. I just rather teach how to make knives for using for the common good. For survival. Not for doing any harm to anybody. I don't promote evil or harm to no one. Because it's a serious business. It's just like my Paul showed me when I was a kid. He took a shotgun. I still got it. It's a 410 Stevenson shotgun. Took it out, and a cat was killing his chickens. So he just up and shot that cat and said, "Son, you can't never put the bullet back once it's done." And he's right. You can't fix it. It's done. You can't undo some things you do. So be careful. You carry it with you for a lifetime. Now, with that being said, I'm going to get on with the PVC here. I couldn't find any wood out there that I could make worked with it for not this handle but this one, because it's narrow and it was hard to find anything that was worth any good. So I think I'm going to use PVC handle on this one too. I don't really want to if I can find something else, but you can heat and flatten this, and you can cut this out, and you got a, this is about a 4-inch piece. I'd made a knife scabbard out of this too. It makes very good knife sheaths. In fact, I'll show you which one I did. And it's exactly that. It was either this one or another one I got. But this is how I build my knife sheaths out of PVC. I don't know if I've shown this before or not, but I just bend it over and I make it a loop there and press right here hard against the scabbard. This makes it a clip. I can clip that on my boot, I can clip it on my pants, I can clip it to my duffel bag. You can put your knife on there anywhere you want it. And it's just a quick clip. And here's the neat thing. It fits snug and tight when it goes in. Now it's a little snug to pull out, but that's so you don't lose your knife. You can't shake it out. You ain't going to drop it if you're turned upside down. Say you got caught in a snare. God forbid that would ever happen to you, upside down hanging in a tree. But you still got your weapon. It didn't hit the ground. So now you can roll up, grab the rope, and cut yourself free. Maybe before they get an arrow in you. I'm saying if you're in enemy territory. Or before they get you. Let's put it that way. And you might have a chance to escape, maybe. But nevertheless, this is what I'm saying is you're not going to lose that knife out there. See, you can shake that thing hard as you want to, and I can't get it to fall out there. But it's good. You can clamp it in the front here, up on your belt, behind you on a belt loop, like this. You can fasten it back here, slide it over belt loop, probably, over your pocket. It'll fit on a pocket. It don't matter. And you can fasten that to you anywhere you want it, and you got your hunting knife with you. Now my knife is not actually that big. That is made out of 1.5 inches, and I made it a little large on the length here. You gotta use 1.5 inches because you can't get 1.25 inches. Well, you can get 1.25 inches, but the knife is 1.25 inches, so it wouldn't work. Pardon me. But you can't get 2.25 inches. You can get 1.25 inches. But I don't think you can get 2 unless you go to Schedule 80 or get into conduit pipe. But waterline pipe, I think it goes like from 2 inch and then it goes to maybe 2.5. Yeah, I got 2.5, but not 2.25. But anyway, you can get 1.5 inches, you can get 1.25 inches, stuff like that. In fact, this one right here is 1.25 inches, I believe. Yep, this one's 1.25 inches, and that'll make a good knife sheath for this weapon right here, or the one I'm building anyway, that type of weapon, because it's only 1.25 inches, and this is about 1 inch wide. Slide that down in there, see how that fits? When I smash that heat and flatten that out, that will make a good sheath, but I'll have to cut a piece out here for the spring loaded back like this one, and that fixes it so you can clamp it to you. Alright, I'm going to jump off here for now, folks, and I'll get back to you after I get a handle on these knives, and we'll continue our series on our blacksmithing and building our knives. Thank you very much for tuning in with TB. I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.